The Wonderful World of Darklords. The Peddler's Tales. Cruella De Vil. Enclosed, a luxurious ankle-length coat of white tiger fur, the white background crisp as new-fallen snow, the stripes black as ink. The cuffs are trimmed with snowy owlbear feathers, and matching trim on the collar rises to dramatically frame the wearer's face. My illustrious patron, I realize it is unusual for me to send you a report that does not pertain to a specific realm, but you recently informed me that a single grain of truth can provide useful knowledge. I do not know if the tale I am about to relate contains such a grain of truth, particularly as I am still uncertain as to what specific sorts of information you seek, but it is a curious tale that I thought would be of interest to you. When I arrived at Sunnyside, a peddler was sitting outside the inn, hawking wares that supposedly came from all corners of the mists. This is not an uncommon sight, as my patron doubtless knows, and I had every intention of passing right by a cart full of goods that were every bit as genuine as Mommy Fortuna's carnival. However, the peddler caught my attention.
Madam! Pardon me for intruding, but I have here an exotic item that speaks for itself, and its tale is one that you cannot miss.
The moment I saw the telltale black and white designs, I knew what outrageous claim I was about to hear. Is that supposed to be a genuine De Vil? Here at a peddler's cart?
Yes, and for only 100 gold pieces. I know, it's an obvious fake. This peddler, he's a liar, he's a fool, to betray his lie with a price like that. But I invite you to inspect it. It is authentic. It is as magnificent as any authentic De Vil, and though it is priced at a pittance, it was not bought cheap. The tale of obsession and depravity that brought this treasure to my hands would chill even a worldly woman such as yourself, but not enough to blind you to a bargain, I hope.
I studied the coat more closely. To this day, my brother keeps up with the fashions from Damonlu, and I've seen him poring over many a drawing of a De Vil original. This appeared authentic, and yet I'm interested but not convinced. You say there's a story? Tell me.
The tale begins in one of the great crowded cities of the West, beyond the Balanox. There, dynasties of wealth and power do not die peacefully. They rot away slowly, fouling everything around them. The De Vil family was one of the most debased, their estate reduced to a crumbling family manor dubbed Hell Hall for all the rumors of devil worship and worse that swirled around it. If devils did haunt that manor, even they must have blanched at what they saw during the childhood of the family's last daughter, the terror who would bring the De Vil name to fame and ruin by designing garments like this coat. But at the beginning, she was nothing but a girl, no spawn of hell, merely a child obsessed by her appetites and lethally indifferent to the innocent. And her name was Cruella.
His story had the ring of truth, in parts, and was consistent with what little I knew of the circles where Cruella De Vil made her name. If half his story was true, De Vil was more a monster than most of the creatures she skins to clothe the idle rich. However, I knew his story's climax was still to come, so I asked him what my patron must be asking as he reads his account. What of the coat, Peddler? Wasn't that the point of your story?
Ah, yes, I apologize. The coat. It is, as you may have noticed, sewn from the hide of an owlbear, which is an intelligent creature, as slavering monsters go, and unfortunately, local enemies of commerce have made it unlawful to profit from the sale of an intelligent being. Even a coat has more rights than a peddler, it seems, but the law is the law, and I can only sell you this coat for precisely what I paid, 100 gold pieces to a dimwit named Jasper, who pulled it from Cruella De Vil herself, little imagining its true worth. He was merely seeking his agreed-upon payment for an ill-fated scheme that left Cruella lying in the wreckage of her own excesses and left her criminal associates unpaid. It began when Cruella condescended to visit an old acquaintance of lesser means and found that the humble woman and her husband were in possession of 15 most striking cubs.
I have enclosed the De Vil original coat that I purchased from the Peddler, as well as a receipt for 100 gold pieces and a transcription of his bizarre tale of 99 black and white cubs. Presumably, as my patron has requested anything that may be of value rather than providing a specific direction for my efforts, this will be seen as money well spent. Regards, D.
One wonders what the legal definition of intelligence is in these lands. Perhaps my little servant shall encounter an original De Vil made from the hide of a certain self-proclaimed hero from Elsaz. He would certainly make an excellent throw rug. No doubt this peddler's tale was highly embellished, as such narratives often are. Yet, the garment my little scholar sent me was indeed a genuine article. This gaudy bit of fur, combined with my knowledge of the De Vil bloodline, leads me to believe that this particular account was closer to the truth than fiction. Cruella is and always has been an amoral creature, driven by her own obsessions and ambitions. I have little use nor interest in what this fur fanatic deems as fashionable. However, I am intrigued by this peddler. The authenticity of their wares may indicate other, rarer items within their possession. I expect my servant to pay particular attention to any magical items within their cart, should she encounter them again.
This has been The Wonderful World of Darklords. We have no affiliation with Disney or Wizards of the Coast. All music recordings used in this episode are in the public domain and were obtained through museopen.org. Titles and links are in the show notes. Dialogue for Yensid was written by Aslan Rex himself, who you can follow on Tumblr at darklordaslan. The Wonderful World of Darklords logo was designed by Haylight Jones. You can find links to their work in the show notes. If you'd like to support the show, look for us on patreon.com or find our tip jar on Red Circle. Thanks for listening.